Hi there, my name is Brendan Laughlin. I'm the Chief Operating Officer here at the Wellington Initiative, and I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of the Wellington Engagement Index. So to start, we need to talk about what we mean when we talk about student engagement. We define student engagement as the intersection of where students love the work that they're doing and are challenged by the work that they are doing. So we take this definition and use it to actually measure student engagement using the engagement grid, which is a very simple grid. Looks just like this, where we have challenge on the y-axis and love it on the x-axis. Where students love their work and are challenged, we call that the engaged quadrant. But if you name one quadrant, you gotta at least nickname the others, right? So if you have high challenge and low love it, we call that the grind quadrant. Where we have low love it and low challenge, we call that the bored quadrant. And where we have high love it and low challenge, we call that the entertained quadrant. So this is how you'll understand engagement once you're actually in the tool, and you'll see that when we walk through the analytics software with you in a moment. Now for students to actually provide feedback, they'll need to log on to the Wellington Engagement Index at weistudent.weitools.org. And when they're ready to actually provide feedback, they can click Begin here to get started. They'll put in a school code that's unique to the school and a student code that's unique to each student. Click Next. They'll then click Use Standard Grid here. They're given a list of their classes on the left and the grid on the right, and all they do is click on a class and place it on the grid where they'd like it to go. So this is quick, this is easy, should hopefully take just a few minutes, and when the students are done, they can click Done to be finished. Now that data will immediately be available to you in the online tools, which we'll walk through very quickly in a moment. So once you're ready to view the data that students have placed for you, you can do that by going to wei.weitools.org. Once you're there, if you have an account, you can log in with your email address and password right here. If you don't have an account and need to register one, you can click Register as a new user right there. You'll put in an email address and a password. Keep in mind that your password needs to have a non-letter or digit, a digit, and an uppercase letter in that password just to make sure it's nice and secure. You then confirm that password by just typing the same one in again. You'll put in your school's school code, your school's teacher code, and your teacher unique ID number. So all three of these values should be provided to you by your school. If you don't have one or you can't find it or you just need help getting it, feel free to contact your school's Wellington administrator or contact the Wellington Initiative and we'll be happy to help. Once you've put all that in, you click register, then you should receive an email in your inbox, to the email address you put in here. That email will have a confirmation link in it. So once you click that link, you'll be all registered, all set up, and all good to go. Again, if there's any issues, you don't get the email, you need any help at all, just get in touch with the Wellington Initiative. We'll be happy to help. So once you've actually logged into the tool, the first thing we'll need to do is adjust the start and end dates here. So this selects what range of data we're actually looking at. So for us at the moment, we're looking at the 2017 to 2018 school year. So at the top, we can see a timeline of all of our data, so even beyond that 2017 to 2018 range. So this shows our average Love-It scores and average challenge scores over time. Below that, we have an aggregate of every dot placed for us during that 2017 to 2018 school year, where the blue diamond is the average response from our students. We have a percentage of dots that fall in each of our four quadrants on the right. Below this, we have every section that we teach separated out. So I can see my Art 18, my Art 20, my Art 21 sections. And if we scroll all the way to the bottom, we have a comparison to the discipline in which we teach, the grade level in which we teach, and the whole school, just to give you some context into what your data might mean. All right, well, thank you so much for sticking with me through this real Cliff Notes version of the Engagement Index. If you have any questions or any thoughts about the tool that you'd like to share, feel free to get in touch with the Wellington administrator at your school or directly with me. You can call me at this phone number or email me at this email address, and I'd be happy to help you with any technical issues, any questions, any help analyzing your data, anything you need, feel free to get in touch. Really glad to be working with you and looking forward to the year.